Market Tough Touring giving you a track report on the Rig Road track from Birdsville track over towards Mount Dare. Track report is that the track is fairly good and it is open as of July. Some of the steeper sections of the dunes are quite whooped out and quite rutted. So the Cruiser, Land Cruiser 200 is using about 25 litres per 100 towing the trailer off-road, and it goes up pretty quickly in stuff like this in sand. When it's slow, it's using 30 litres per 100 for those that are planning a desert trip. Using in the Disco 3, which is a 2.7 Ford motor, the TD V6, we're using 15 to 16 litres per 100. So we've only got the tank, a tiny tank, so we've only got an 85 litre tank I think it is, and we've got 2 jerry cans. So we think we're going to be struggling on the Madigan line, where we might be using a little bit more because it's an extra tank, just to be sure. So we're going to carry 3 jerry cans in the tank to cover the 780 kilometre Madigan line off-road, assuming that we're in low range and it's pretty difficult. A couple of tips for desert travellers that are not experienced. One is when approaching sand dunes, some 10,000 odd across the Simpson, basically try not to accelerate once you're on the dune. Try to roll over the crest using as little wheel spin as possible to prevent rutting out of the dunes on the way up. Once you've crested the dune, use the dune's height and gravity to your advantage. Let that build the speed of the vehicle and carry you into the next one. Again, just avoid wheel spin at all times on desert tracks, and certainly being light on the pedals will certainly reduce your chances of an axle snap or any kind of failure or breakage of your vehicle, which you certainly do not want in this area. The Disco 3 is rolling at about 3.2 tonne for this trip, and we're running 32-inch tyres, all-terrains, and tyre pressures all around are about 16 psi. I did have one tyre roll off a rim because I am running very low pressures for these small wheels. They're a 17-inch rim, so we inflated back up to nearly 20 and still managed to get through without winching once. Wildlife through the Simpson is quite abundant, with camels, budgies, dingoes, and lots of lizards and snakes.
Oh, that's bumpy, sorry. You're gonna have to cut some of this. I'm trying my hardest. Oh. Nah, that's bad, sorry.
So the whooped out tracks kept our speeds down to about 15 to 20 kilometres per hour max on most of the tracks through the Simpson Desert, and some sections you were able to speed up, such as this one on the salt plains, but mostly, yeah, very slow going, and we covered around about 100 kilometres per day on average. Throughout the trip, we budgeted for 5 litres of water per day per person. We crossed in the winter, so water consumption was pretty low. It turns out that we had enough water to have a 2 litre bath every second day, using just 30 litres on the crossing. Hope you find our track info helpful and enjoy yourself. Remember, don't carry baby wipes in the desert. They are not biodegradable. Enjoy. Bye. Bye for now.